It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Fred Warner, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the 49ers and the Packers, coming up next.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be this.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The tackle made by Devondre Campbell. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Rashawn Gary. Fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Here's Love.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
The Packers at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Let's go.
They go bootleg. Love.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown.
Jerome Ford, 70 yards. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Sheds off the tackle.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
What's not cool about the game there on 2nd down? That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. You look at this Niner defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're top.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey,
his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Atwell now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Well, the road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick six. So dealing with his deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. Come on, set. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Love back to it here after the pick six.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Set, go. A handoff for Warren. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Set, go.
Play action this time with Love.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Ready.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
1st down, Love to pass. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Musgrave's got it out right.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Ford. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Jerome Ford, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going.
But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime and make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Now Purdy.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, it's Purdy.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his bag.
Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now up to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Now Love.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. An inside give to Jones.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
10 more there and another first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready up.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Love from the gun. Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Now Carlson for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for us.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And Deebo going to have a Niners first down up near the 40-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Let me see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
Still fighting for more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Dancing to his left. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to...
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Atwell now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Well, the Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Let's go.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Glove.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Packers.
2-2 Atwell.
82 yards.
And the Packers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Warren will try the right side.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones
From 3 yards out.
And the Packers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Running left, it's Warren.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Jalen Warren
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
Muscles him off. And now off to the races down the right side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him. Feet were moving. The legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off-season working out hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the 11-yard line.
A give running left. It's McCaffrey. Shedding the... And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Chris Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's had a good third quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the third quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they figured out how to block a little bit better. He's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run throw finds its target, Dobbs.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
Go ultra.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Off the play fake, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's right. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Ready, go. 36-yard line.
This is Ford. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Again, they turn to Ford. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Love now. Touchdown! Jaden Reed, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Still going. They can't stop him. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 144 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4. Purdy now to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 13 yards, first down, Packers. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section.
What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Love. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Here's Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Throwing, Love. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Come on, set.
They'll run it with Jones. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy. Pass complete, Samuel.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Purdy to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's...
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Purdy.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down. Purdy to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
Here's Purdy to throw.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. It's up and it's good, but it won't matter, because 7 is as close as they're going to get, and this game is over. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Packers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears.